Hey guys, Panzer J back here in Operation 38 Special. This is turn 2.5 for the Commonwealth and 2.6 for the Free French, or the French I should say. It is January of 37. So let's get into the UK portion of the turn. We got two tech rolls. We're going to go for radar, which is at stage 1, a 7 or higher, and anti-submarine warfare, not on the board, 7 or higher. Okay. So radar first, a 1 we miss, and anti-submarine warfare, 11 we succeed. So 1 out of 2 again, so we're at exactly 50%. Okay, anti-submarine warfare. Kind of sucks, they're kind of boring techs, but they're absolutely necessary for the UK, but what are you going to do? Okay, so I gave myself an extra $1 both for the UK and the French last turn, so I actually only have 15 with the UK. We're spending 14 of it. We're going to do a fighter for 10, and we're going to finish our light carrier on the production chart for 4, so we save $1. 8 for the FEC, they're spending all of it, 4 on a Gurkha and 4 on an AA anti-aircraft gun. Anzac has 6 to spend, and they're just going to save it. Okay, so no combat, so let's do non-combat. We'll start over here in the Pacific. So here in P76, we got a light cruiser, a destroyer, and naval transport. They're going to pick up the artillery and the motorized at a major port and go 1, 2, 3. So we're just sitting out here in the Pacific. So some juicy targets for the Japanese. Now, I do have to say that Hambone does not have the Japanese turn done yet. So I'm just going to go ahead, film this, and then upload it after he posts the Japanese turn. Okay, this FEC naval transport here in P41 picks up the infantry from Hong Kong, comes down 1, picks up the infantry from Sarawak, and then goes 2, 3, drops these 2 infantry in Calcutta and goes in port in Calcutta. This militia in southern India moves into Calcutta. Over here, we're going to have this destroyer and the light carrier with the tactical. And just to dissuade the Italians, this whole fleet's going to come over 1 to here. And go 1. And then the light carrier with the tactical and the destroyer are going to go 2, 3 to A44. So add a destroyer and a light carrier to that small UK fleet. While we're here, we're going to have the medium bomber in Gibraltar fly down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, land in the Gold Coast. The ships that went 1 in with that destroyer and that light carrier just back off 1 back to M8. This fleet here in I-7 goes 1, 2, 3. So that's a battleship, a heavy cruiser, 2 destroyers, and a light carrier with a fighter. This naval transport comes out of port in South Africa, picks up the AA gun and the infantry, and goes 1, 2, 3, and drops those 2 units off in southern India. I guess that can go in port in Maharashtra there. We got a naval transport off of Quebec, or Ottawa, I should say. It's going to pick up the infantry in Ottawa and come over 1, 2, 3, join this fleet over here in A21, and drop that infantry off in southern England. The mountain infantry in Scotland rails down to southern England. Let's see. The fighter in London comes over 1 to Southern England. And I think that's it for the Commonwealth. Okay. Unit placement. We got a fighter and a light carrier. So the light carrier goes down here in A21, so that joins the fleet. And the fighter goes in London. We've got a Gurkha and AA gun for the FEC. The AA gun goes down in Calcutta. The Gurkha goes down in Bengal, where the other Gurkha was. And Anzac didn't have any units to place. So for income, the British are sitting at 13 and they saved $1, so that's 14. FEC spent everything and they're sitting at 5, so 5 is what they'll have. And Anzac is sitting at 3, they saved 6, so they'll have 9. So it should be 14, 5, and 9. Okay, on to the Free French, and I did forget to roll for their tech last turn, so we'll roll twice. It doesn't really matter either way. So we're going to go for heavy armor at an 8. 5 misses, and heavy armor again. 4 misses. They're not destined to complete any tech. Okay, purchases. $11 for the French to spend. They're going to spend 10 of it on a fighter, which I just knocked off the table. And they're going to save $1. Okay. Movement, because there's no combat, so non-combat. This naval transport in French Somaliland picks up the infantry and goes 1-2, drops him off in Syria. This sub in, what is that? I-5 comes over 1, 2, 3 to I-10. These two subs in M8 come down 1, 2, 3, and we'll go up 3 to I-7. This naval transport in northern Algeria leaves port, comes up 1, and drops the Foreign Legion off in southern France. The sub in M1 comes down 1, 2, 3 to M8. Our fleet's going to stay where it is. This, I guess we do have a combat. This medium bomber and this fighter are both going to go on map here in A21. The motorized infantry in Alsace-Lorraine is going to back up 1-2 to Aquitaine. And I think that's it. That's all we will do with the French. Okay, so unit placement. They've got a fighter. That obviously goes down in Paris. And I think that's it. Okay, how about income for the French? They saved $1 and they're sitting at 8, so 9 is what they'll have next turn. Okay, let's do a unit recap for everybody. So starting with the UK, Scotland now has nothing. Northern England, a militia. Southern England, a militia, an infantry, a mountain infantry, a fighter, and a seaplane. London, a militia, an infantry, an air transport, and a fighter. The fleet in A21 is now a battleship, a battle cruiser, 3 heavy cruisers, a light cruiser, 3 destroyers, a torpedo boat destroyer, a coastal defense ship, a fleet sub, an empty light carrier, and 2 naval transports. Let's see. Gibraltar is now a militia, a fort, and a coastal artillery gun. A44 is 3 destroyers, a torpedo boat destroyer, a light carrier with a tactical. Gold Coast is a medium bomber. The fleet in M8 is 2 battleships, 2 heavy cruisers, a light cruiser, 2 destroyers, a light carrier with a fighter, and a fleet sub. There is a naval transport in port in Maharashtra and I-7. Southern India is a anti-aircraft gun and an infantry. Calcutta has a naval transport in port, 4 infantry, 2 militia, an anti-aircraft gun. There are 2 Gurkhas in Bengal. In I-13, there is a light cruiser, a destroyer, a naval transport with a artillery and motorized infantry. Nothing changed in Sydney or in Australia. So that should be it for the Commonwealth. As far as the French disposition, we got a fleet sub in I-10. We got 2 fleet subs in I-7. We got a fleet sub and a naval transport in M8. Syria's 2 infantry. There's a naval transport in M1. Southern France is a infantry, a mountain infantry, and a foreign legion. Aquitaine, 2 infantry, 2 motorized infantry, an infantry in Picardy, a militia in Alsace-Lorraine. Paris, 4 infantry, a fighter and artillery. On map in A21 is a fighter and a medium bomber. And in A44, the fleet is 2 battleships, a light cruiser, 3 destroyers, and a torpedo boat destroyer. So that should be it for the Commonwealth and the French. Turning it over now to Hambone for Italy.